Does temperature have an effect on the aging process for meads and wines? So, about, I don't know, 8, 9, back in March. March of 2020. So like 10 months ago, we decided to do this test. Unbeknownst to most of you, but announced to us. We took one bottle and put it in the fridge. We took another bottle and left it out at room temperature. So it's been around 70 to 75 degrees pretty continually. This one's been at about 40 degrees, maybe like 38 to 40 degrees pretty continually.
Now, this happens to be our Morat, which is a mulberry mead.
Yep, it happens to be a 15.57%, which let's just say it's like 50% because, whatever. And it came out pretty nice. It's a pretty typical mead. It has a little bit of a fruity flavor, good honey character, so we thought this is a great example to do. But we realized there was a flaw in our plan. What was the flaw in the plan?
The flaw in the plan we have actually discussed about multiple times in many of our tasting videos, and that's the fact that when you chill something alcoholic, you turn off some of the flavors. So we knew comparing them, one straight out of the fridge and one straight out of the closet of holding, that was going to mess up our flavor profile. So we pre-poured the refrigerator portion and let it come to room temperature, so that way we won't have that weird effect of the chilled beverage changing the flavor profile.
And I covered them so that any evaporation or mixing with air wouldn't actually occur as much. So it's as close to the same thing as possible. We were actually going to do that whole triple, double, whatever blind test thing, and we thought, why? This is not about which is better. This is about, is there a difference?
Yeah.
So we're going to taste them, the same ones at the same time, and that way we can give our examples, because sometimes you can suggest something to someone and then they can search for it and find it themselves.
Yeah, and we're going to be truthful, because what's the point of lying to you? There is none.
I mean, I have a hope in this, and that's that aging at room temperature is better than in the fridge, or at least they're the same. I don't want aging in the fridge to be better than at room temperature, because I only have limited fridge space.
And I really don't want to buy more fridges.
No, we have 3 already. So right now I'm pouring the one that's been at room temperature all this time. I don't expect there to be any color differences or clarity differences or anything like that. I do think there could be a scent, an aroma difference based on aging, but that's all we know. So the ones that are covered right now are the ones that were chilled, and so chilled, non-chilled, and let's just remember that. Oh, you're looking for.
So looking at them, I do not see a color difference. I know Brian said we weren't expecting that, but I wanted to look anyway.
These are identical.
No, they're
clarity-wise identical. I don't see any clarity difference. Now, this was pretty clear already, so I don't think clarity is the issue.
Gotta get the nose adjusted.
Oh, smell your elbow. Hey, it works.
Okay.
So on the aroma of the chilled one, really nice caramely smell, almost boucher.
It reminds me kind of a whiskey
Yeah,
aroma.
it definitely has an aged whiskey kind of thing. And then the other one, almost the same smell.
Similar, but
It's weaker. The smell is not as strong. Am I just used to it?
no.
Nope, there's a difference.
There is a difference.
The smell is stronger on the one that was aged in the fridge. Which brings to mind the question, did it actually age in the fridge? That's what we don't know, because if it didn't age, it's possible the scent would be stronger. There's a distinct difference. It's like pretty much the same aroma, just about 25% stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really it. It just comes out more. Now, is that possibly because of the cold and now it's expanding? Maybe, can't really say. I'm going to do the short sip on the cold one. Okay, first, that's actually a really nice mead. It's nice and light.
You saw me. You saw how difficult it was. I can't do a short sip. I don't know what the heck's wrong with me.
In the interests of science, we're going to take a water break in between so that we can properly tell the difference. short sip on the room temperature age. Okay. Initial impression.
There's a difference.
Yes. I think the room temperature aged one is smoother.
Yeah. It comes off sweeter. This one comes off
Yep.
more
There's an
harsh.
astringency and a harshness versus much more mellow and smooth. Time
Wow.
to explore further.
So far, I am shocked. I didn't think there was going to be that big of a difference.
I'm becoming more and more convinced that stronger aroma is because it was cold and now it's expanding. So it's just more particles are coming out of it, which that's what you're smelling. I'm going to do a long sip on the cold one. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice mead.
Mm-hmm.
I get the bitterness, a little bit of astringency. It's not overly harsh. I mean, it actually tastes nice. It's very good. But there is a bitterness and an astringency to it, almost like it's overly tannic, but not completely so. It's actually bitter. It's bitter.
It's bitter.
Yeah, which isn't necessarily bad.
It starts off for me kind of that pleasant velvety sensation, and then it goes into, is that fruit or is it, oh wow, that's really tannic, like tea tannic, like what? And then you swallow and you get, oh yeah, that was definitely mead, and then there comes the bitter, and it's just kind of staying there, and you're not really happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a complex mead. There's a lot going for it, but the bitter kind of bothers me a little. Not a big fan of the bitter. It's a good mead, but it's not a great mead. That's the easy way to say it. Time for the long sip on the aged in room temperature mead. So that's just a different experience. The bitter notes are there. It's still got the bitterness, and that's just an inherent aspect of this particular mead. But on the entrance, it's sweeter.
It's way sweeter.
I get more honey character, lots more honey in the room temperature versus the chilled one. Now, keep in mind, they are the same temperature now. It's just one was stored cold, the other one was stored at room temperature. The stored at room temperature one, I'm getting a lot more honey flavor. I'm getting a lot more sweetness. I'm getting a lot more. I'm even getting a touch of the mulberry, the tartness of the mulberry.
To me, the room temperature, the effect I'm getting from the mulberry is that juicy fruit, the juicy ripe fruit flavor. Where in the cold one, I'm getting the tart, not quite ripe.
Because mulberry can be kind of weird that way.
And I'm going to say again, I am shocked at how different these are. And if you gave them to me and didn't tell me what the heck I was drinking, I would say these are two completely different meads.
Oh, wow. I don't know that I'd go quite that far. I'd say this one's younger than this one. That's exactly how I'd say it. This is a young mead. That's an aged mead.
Yeah.
Now, this is only aged 10 months, too. If this went on for years, I think this one's going to age much slower, whereas this one's going to age quickly. So, like, if we did this, say, 3 years, I think this one would taste much the same as it does now, and this one would taste even better. It'll just improve that much more. That's impressive. That's really cool. Now, is this a definitive scientific test? No. We only did one. There's only one control, and we didn't even do blind or anything like that.
I'm not even wearing my lab coat.
Yeah, she has a lab coat. We actually got her one just for situations like this. But in our opinion, I mean, we do taste meads all the time and things like that. There's a distinct difference. The fact that both of us completely agree, and actually even the tasting notes are very, very similar. That tells me there's a distinct difference. And I think refrigeration slows the aging process. And I have to believe that that's true, because if you look at bourbon versus whiskey with a Y, not an EY, in Scotland, they age their whiskeys much longer than bourbon. Bourbon is generally made in hotter climates. Whiskey is made in cooler climates, and they have to age it longer. Whiskey's 3 to 7 years. I'm sorry, bourbon is 3 to 7 years. Whiskey could be up to 20, 30 years.
Well, there's other elements involved in that, and part of the reason is because they're aging it in wooden casks, and the heat causes the liquid
gets
to
in,
come
comes
in
out,
and
yeah.
come out and come in and come out.
As
so
the
when
seasons
it's
change.
so when it's colder, it really doesn't have that transfer as much, and so that would be an additional reason of why they would want it to age longer.
But I'm also fairly certain that the cooler temperature slows the aging process, making it take years longer in that case. So, are we ready to say that this is kind of a thing? That...
I would say it's certainly a thing. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting them to be like, oh, they're the same. I don't know.
But you know what? I'm really happy because we don't have to store all of our brews in the fridge.
Yeah.
By the way, if you like this video, look up. There's another one. You might like that one too.